Alright guys, welcome, and in this video we're going to be creating a poster design. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create my background using a gradient style like this. Alright, I'm going to just adjust everything, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to press save. Once I've adjusted the color, I'm going to press save. Then I'm going to create a white fade. Alright, to create that, you just need to use a gradient style and set one color to transparent and the other color to white. Right, so do it to your taste, and once you're done, you're going to have to create more gradients. So I'm going to do a circular gradient style, and this time around the inner circle is going to have the white, just like this you're seeing. So okay, I'm going to make multiple copies of this, so it gives me this glow at the top. So after that, I'm going to create some transparent shapes and just put them around there, just to give my design background a little bit of fineness. Alright, so the next thing, I'm going to import all the images I'm going to be needing, which includes this vehicle I downloaded from PNGWing. I'm going to rotate it and place it to the best size I feel is possible, although it's prone to change. Okay, afterwards I'm going to add in this, I searched it as red sticker paper. I think that's the name of it, red ribbon sticker. Okay, so that's the name of this, and I'm just going to place everything now. Well, then afterwards, yeah, I need to start adding my text now. Alright, free bus available. So I'm just going to write this and place it here. Or I'm going to make them separate text. I'm going to use this font called I'm not using Montserrat. I'm going to use BRI. I think the name of the font I was using is BRI Collage. Hopefully I spelled it or I pronounced it well. Adjust the line settings and the letter spacing. Okay, so I'm going to give it this gradient color style, just using simple gradient. Adjust the line spacing, and yeah, we're good to go. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I think we just need to work on this text a little bit and make it a separate text instead. Okay, so I'm going to make it separate text by separating free bus and available. Alright, so let's do that now. Delete this and make a copy and write available. So I'm going to scale this to size and we're good to go. So after doing that, now we're going to add other text, like this notice here. We're going to add the text here and centralize everything. Okay, then add other texts that are needed in this design. Just place them to go well. Going to get this and write will be to complete our sentence, meaning free bus will be available. I'm going to make the color black like this. Alright, and align it well properly. Okay, so that's good. So we're almost done with this design. All we just need to do is to make some little adjustments where it's needed, and we'll be good to go. Right, so I'm going to adjust the size of the text so my design is not overshadowing my canvas size. So I'm going to just use the size to be relatively small. Alright, so after doing that, I'm going to lock all the layers and adjust them properly. And now we're going to add other informations of this flyer, which includes come join us, shout hallelujah. I just use this texture. Then I'm going to use my pen tool or my brush tool to just draw a circle around it, rotate it, and it'll be good. So I'm going to use this and do some, I made some trials but I failed, but I have to just choose one in particular. Okay, alright, so after making some trials, I just had to delete them and zoom in and just try my best this time around. And after doing some times, I got one I was satisfied with, and I moved on to the remaining parts of the design. Reduce the size a little bit, just scale them. Okay, and yeah, good to go. So the next thing to do is to try to create contrast there by adding a little bit of the gradient we used at first close to the right up there, so it just works fine. And now we're going to adjust every other thing and create the call out, the chat box by itself with just a circle and a triangle. Alright, merge them together and give the gradient style. So I'm going to be using a greenish gradient style. So I'm just going to change the colors now. Use a darker green and a brighter green. Alright, so have something like this now, and it's good to go. Rotate it so it's going to look like the information here is coming from the boss. Alright, so I'm going to make a copy of this and change the color style to a yellowish gradient. Alright, so we have this now. I'm going to use this to chat box, call out box, to write time and the date of the event. Okay, so I'm going to put it here, adjust it, use it like this, and increase the West African time to make it bigger. Then I'm going to do the same for just rotate. I'm going to merge them together and rotate it. Okay, then I'm going to use this for use the same text for the date of the event. Alright, so I'll show you what I did again now. After fixing all the details together, I'm going to go over to my layer section and merge the two text and rotate them together like this. Okay, so that's very simple. Now the next thing to do now is to just adjust everything and it's kind of bring them down a little bit. Okay, then create another gradient for other information, just for hierarchy. I'm going to use something like this. Alright, the gradient rectangle. I just try to use my grid to align everything together. So yeah, good to go. Now I'm going to take a copy of the text and write the bus station, reduce the size of the text and just put it here, and it's very simple to do. Okay, so once you're done, just make sure your work is still very aligned. Then write other important address needed and scale it a bit bigger than the first. Make the colors black, okay, or dark blue, so it's going to be like this. So if you notice, I'm trying to stick to my grid. Alright, so everything is aligned on a kind of straight line. So I'm going to create a line, a tiny line here. So just do that. So use the grid, the magnet tool, and your rectangular tool. Create a very flat rectangle. Make copies of them like this. So you're going to have this line effect here. Make like 3 copies and place them on your design. You're good to go. We have something like this. Very simple. Now you can add other information like the inquiry, the phone numbers, and maybe address. Alright, and their Instagram icon. So that's it, guys. That's how to create this design. It's quite simple. You can try out some designs, even if it's not the same like this one. To download the PNG object, go to pngwing.com, and for the font, the name of the font is Bright Collage. That's the only font I used here, and every other thing you could create them by yourself, just as I did here. Okay, so that's it, guys. So see you in the next video.